Hi, thanks for your interest in Domino Pads. Today we will be talking about how to take care of the pads, and I will start by explaining the official instructions and then pass it on to some of our wonderful customers to let them tell you what works for them. Domino pads are available in 4 different top layers. There's hand-dyed bamboo, which is our most popular. It's also my favorite. Then we have undyed natural bamboo. We have minky and silky. None of these fibers contain any animal products. The minky and silky are synthetic fibers, and the bamboo, of course, are natural fibers. To learn more about the differences and pros and cons of each material, please see our chart on our website. The care instructions for all 4 materials is basically the same because it is actually based on our moisture-proof barrier, the Wind Pro. And you can find the instructions on our website as well as embroidered on the back of your pad. Once you get your pads, please wash them before you wear them. For the laundry instructions, we recommend to do a cold rinse before you wash them any hotter than that to prevent stains from setting. Then the temperature recommendations are medium or 105 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius or less. I wrote on it medium just to make sure they don't get washed too hot. For some people, 105 degrees Fahrenheit may be what comes out of the hot water faucet. If your water heater is set to a higher temperature than, let's say, 120 degrees, or if you are using heat boost programs like Sanitize, please do not wash these pads on hot. It will affect the Wind Pro over time, and we do not recommend washing them over 105. To ensure maximum absorbency, please avoid fabric softeners or detergents that can leave a residue and cause a buildup on the absorbent material. I'll get to that more in a minute. Recommend the pads are dried in the dryer on a low setting. Prevent stains by rinsing the pads in cold water first, or by pre-treating them with a laundry stick, or also by simply soaking them in cold water. We do not recommend the use of peroxide on our pads, especially the hand-dyed ones. Also, of course, no bleach. Ask, do we need to wash them separately? Do they need to be stored somewhere? Most people actually wash their pads with their regular clothing. If you have kids in cloth diapers, that's a great way to wash them as well, as long as the care instructions are compatible. When my kids were in diapers, they were wearing fuzzy buns, which happens to be a temperature limit of 95 degrees, so that was very compatible. If we had used pre-folds that maybe run on a sanitized cycle where temperatures get much hotter, that may have not worked out so well. So it really depends on your circumstances. When my kids were in diapers, I had the hot water heater set down to below 120 degrees, and so when I did wash the diapers on hot, I also was able to wash the cloth pads with it. Now that we don't have diapers anymore, I just wash them with my regular clothes. As I said, I wash them just with regular clothes, and I have one of these large wet bags in my bathroom. Very discreet, has a zipper on top. I just collect all the pads, and then when I'm ready, I'll just toss them in the laundry. I mentioned earlier to not use a residue building detergent, and here's a couple just as an example that have worked well for me. The Country Safe is just a very basic detergent, doesn't have any additives, no enzymes, no bleach, no fabric softeners, no brighteners. It works great on anything. Now, if you're concerned about stains, we were lucky enough to try out some of this new Rock and Green Femrock before it was available to the public, and it actually includes some enzymes that specifically target protein paste stains like blood. So it's a wonderful product for menstrual products, and if you would like to try it, we have it in our store online. I mentioned the pre-treatments before, and basically you can do it before you get a stain, or you can treat a stain that has already developed. You just moisten the pad, moisten the stick, and rub it into the stain, and then either store it or wash it. This is the Domino Pads stick that we carry in our store, and it has been tested on our hand-dyed and hand-stamped bamboo pads, and it works very efficiently without bleaching the material. We also carry the stain remover stick by Bunch of Farmers, so your choice, Domino Pad stick and Bunch of Farmers have similar ingredients and work really well on both stain prevention and stain removal. Now, I already talked about speeding up the drying time. We have designed the pads in a special way to where there's enough airflow to speed that up. Also, what I've been using since I had cloth diapers is these Buddha buns, wool dryer balls, and we do carry them in our store. I'm very excited for our vegan customers. As soon as Rocking Green will ship us the potato-based dryer balls, we will carry those as well. And they are made from reclaimed potatoes and biodegradable, wonderful little balls, no animal products at all. So now let's go see and listen to what our customers have to say on pad care and get some tips from them. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I've been using cloth pads for a few years. My favorite are the Domino pads. They are super lush. And cloth pad care is super duper simple. What I usually do, I'll take it off and put it in the hamper. It stays in the hamper for a week or 2 weeks. It depends on my laundry load. And depending on what I'm doing, I may use some Shower Advanced set-in stains or any other set-in stain cleaner, but not all the time. It basically just depends on how long it's been sitting. And I use vinegar sometimes, and baking powder. It also helps for pads. Vinegar. These are all things like baking soda, the baking powder, and the tea tree oil are all things that you can soak your pads in if you're a soaker or you want to strip them. I like tea tree oil, especially when I soak. If I soak, which is very, very rare, I will soak in tea tree oil and those other things. But the thing about tea tree oil, it smells. I like to smell that. My hamper is divided in 3 sections: pads and other intimate items, my regular stuff, and my work clothes. So all my intimate items go in the washer, no fabric softener, and they're good to go. It's on cold wash. We use some random detergent, and I'll add some of these things for extra spiciness. And then the dryer's on high. There are instructions on the back of Domino pads, but I don't follow them. Yep. Sometimes if I have a very, very bloody pad, I may rinse them the same.
The care instructions are printed right on the back, and the label doesn't get in the way at all. You know, folds right over, the wings fold over, and doesn't irritate you or anything like that. And the care of these pads is so easy. Some people choose to soak them, you know, in a bucket of water or whatever, or pail, or, you know, bowl, or what have you. I don't soak these at all. I just rinse them under the faucet, under cold water. I give them a quick scrub, wring them out, and then when I'm ready to wash them, I toss them in the washer on warm. And I use a detergent that has no dyes, no bleaches, no fabric softeners in it, because those can actually degrade the fabric over time and reduce the absorbency. And I mean, you get these to last forever, as long as you can, so you don't want to use anything that's going to break them down. So I wash them on a warm setting, and I use the detergent that's, I think it's Arm & Hammer Naturals. I want to say it's Naturals, and it works great. They come out clean every time. Minky doesn't stain. It's absolutely fabulous. And I toss them in the dryer on low, and they dry pretty quick. Another thing that's unique about the design of Domino pads is they have this, the soaker isn't actually connected to the pad except on the sides. It's open on the ends, so that when it dries, it just kind of tumbles in there, and it allows for airflow a lot easier. Which, yeah, oh, and another option you can do, I mean, like I said, Minky doesn't stain, but if you're paranoid about stains, you can actually get a stain stick, an all-natural stain stick, and for, like, say, a light colored pad like this one, if I were to, you know, get paranoid about it or whatnot, I could just wet the pad, wet the stain stick, and like I said, this is all natural, so it's made by a bunch of farmers, and it's amazing, and just rub it right on the stain, you know, give the pad a scrub again, and rinse it out, and it comes right out. This is amazing. Anyway, if anyone has
Hi, I'm Lara, and this is one of my domino pads. I usually simply take it off, rinse in the sink with cold water, then set it aside and wash it with my dark clothes at 40 degrees. Yes, that's all. When I'm in a hurry, I just take it with me in the shower and wash it with cold water, and then when it comes out, I wash it with my soap. Then simply make it dry. That's all, and this is my fan is still perfect. I'm very happy. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm from Minneapolis, and this is how I wash domino pads. I used to roll them into a little ball and throw them down the laundry chute, but that's not recommended. So now I have a nice little wet bag, and when they're soiled, I just put them in. And every other day or so, I throw the whole wet bag down the laundry chute, and I wash on hot with towels or cloth diapers. Sometimes I will spot treat, but I have minkies so they don't stain. I don't need that. And that's it. I don't do any pre-rinses. I don't do anything special. I just put them in a heavier duty wash load and they come out perfect every time. Thank you.